Oh, I'm noticing that we did not... Actually, never mind. We do have a hospital. Never mind.
I already got close enough when I cut the ribbon. And I plan to keep it that way.
Alright. So we're not gonna get too close to that. Look at the place here. This looks really good. The motel. Who owns this place? Anyone?
Sam is not here.
Sam is not here. Who the heck is Sam?
Oh, right. This morning he was attending that towel origami masterclass. From drab to fab.
Huh. What the heck even is that? So this one's gonna take us to... where? To over here. Okay. What if I keep on going to the right side? Where's that path gonna take us? Same place, maybe? I wonder if I'm just supposed to talk with everybody. Oh! What the heck? Oh, the reporter! The fake reporter, more like.
Benjamin Tecumseh Zinn. The only man to ever sue a fire hydrant for communist allegiance because of its color. And win.
Hold up a minute. What's happening here?
Mayor Barret, please, just a moment of your time.
Hey, hold on now. The nice lady was interviewing me first. Ain't we supposed to be the same in the eyes of the law?
I believe you already know the answer to that question, Benjamin. What can I do for you, Miss...
Peterson, Nancy Peterson, of the New Mexico Times.
New Mexico Times? What happened to the old one?
Oh, that's a new one.
The lady came all the way from Maine to ask me questions. See, Miss Mayor, I'm famous too.
I would like to ask you some questions, if you have the time.
Better to ask our fair town. Let's go this one.
Certainly. Who better to ask about our fair town?
Let us begin with a personal question. Who is Eliza Barret? What's your story?
Ask her the same
Miss
question.
Peterson, you have such a charming accent. Where are you from originally?
Well, since you asked, I am from the East.
Really? How interesting. Where exactly?
Oh, you know, many different places in the East. My father was a traveling agent.
Agent?
I mean a plumber. For a plumbing
Agent?
agency.
Well, hey, I'm pretty good at plumbing, if that's what you're into.
But really, I am not so interesting, Miss Barret. The people want to hear about you.
I'm
Let
pretty
us
sure they
move on
don't.
to the next question, shall we? Let's chat a little bit about this town, which you love and cherish so much. What are some important landmarks?
Why don't you answer this one, Benjamin?
Why don't you answer this one?
If she wants a nice side, my place has the best views of Billy Hill. It's best during sunset, with the light shining down on the glass. Makes for quite the spectacle. We could watch it together.
Oh, that would be lovely, but I can't make it. It's, my dog's birthday.
Shame. There's a real nice view of the airfield. On clear days, you can almost see what's happening down there. Makes for a nice people-watching spot.
On second thought, that ungrateful bag of fleas does not deserve the effort.
So that's how she made her way to the airport eventually. What the heck is that?
Oh, I forgot to ask. I'd like to take some pictures of the town to accompany the article. Do I need a permit?
Well, of course you do. Luckily for you, Mr. Zinn here is the one responsible for distributing press permits.
Hot dog! I am?
Mr. Zinn, would you please be so kind as to grant me permission to take just a few little pictures? It would make me so happy and very grateful.
I love you.
What?
What?
You know what, Ms. Peterson? For your sake, I will waive the permit. Feel free to take as many pictures as you like. Just be sure to get some shots of my handcrafted campaign billboards.
And the filling station.
Yes, sure. Anything else I should see?
And the filling station.
Yes, you already...
And the filling station.
Let's talk about something else. Yours is the only town of this size in the state with an operational military airfield. Could you tell me more about it, please?
That's more like why she's here. She actually wants to know more about the military. Was built in 1792. I'm not at liberty to discuss, yeah.
I am not at liberty to discuss this particular topic.
Really? I was told the great Mayor Barret had no fear of any difficult topic that may be thrown her way.
Oh, I have no fear. I could tell you everything about the airfield. From the
But I won't.
security codes and the guard schedule to the wingspan of their newest plane.
Oh, shoot. Why'd you say that? She's
The only
salivating.
problem is that the information you want just happens to be confidential.
Please, do not hold back. After all, we all know confidential is just a label.
Now, Miss Nancy, you're a mighty kind lady, but if you leak confidential information, I'll have to shoot you with a shotgun. Specifically, this shotgun.
Yes,
And
I like
then I'll
this.
have to kill you. And I really don't wanna, but
I will.
I don't know how
Oh,
things
man.
work back where you are from, but we don't ask about the military around here. One might think you're a commie spy. Trust me, I'm a World War III veteran.
What paper did you say you worked for again?
The Santa Fe Herald?
Oh, man.
Well, I thought you said...
This interview is over. I mean, thank you, Miss Mayor. That will be all.
Is this how she got arrested? That would have been cool.
Magnificent. Is it not? If any voter is undecided, witnessing this should clear all doubts.
Excuse me, miss. I gotta have a consultation with a governmental type client. Gonna be honest with you, Miss Mayor. The one that promises to make everything green is my favorite. And I don't rightly know how you're gonna turn everything green, though. I mean, I just painted one truck and it took me all dang week.
You do realize that the green on that billboard refers to protecting the environment.
Oh, yeah. Turning the environment green will protect it from the red menace. That's color science. I ain't stupid. By the by, when am I getting
By
my
the
money?
by.
I shall say this to you as simply as I know how. Prior to this arrangement, we were hamstrung by lack of properly formatted compensation documents. But we are taking measures to provide you with a fully itemized invoice within a fortnight.
So, soon?
Soon enough. Now, let us discuss other matters.
What you need?
What you need? I assume that this goes without saying, but can I count on your vote?
I am certain this goes without saying, but I can count on your vote, can I not?
You know damn well that as long as you keep the commies out of this town, you got my vote.
Commie? What is this commie thing you're talking about?
Imagine the kind of person who'd fart right in your face and tell you it smells like pie. Someone who'd push their own granny into oncoming traffic.
None of that has anything to do with communism. Beg your pardon. What I meant to say was... Those communists are so despicable. I am so scared.
Now don't you worry your pretty little head, miss. It's a well-known fact them commies can't swim, so they'll never make it across the ocean.
That's not...
Give up. Trust me.
Trust me. I have heard quite a lot of stories about your time in the army. Where did this hatred for commies come from?
I have heard quite a lot of stories about your time in the army.
I'm not a World War III veteran for nothing.
Benjamin, there have only been 2 world wars.
Lots of bombs
That's
in
true.
my lifetime, miss. I might have some mental gaps here and there, but I still remember most of my time in Japan.
All right, buddy.
Tell me more about your deployment.
What do you want to know?
I don't know. Did you meet anyone interesting in Japan?
Did you meet anyone interesting in Japan?
I might have done.
Oh, you rascal.
Her name was Akagi. She was the first person I met besides the boys in my unit. Now, when we first got together, I could have sworn she was a spy. Then we got to talking, then flirting, and before I knew it, we was talking about getting hitched. Well, it didn't work out. At least I'll always have these beautiful memories.
What happened?
Well, you see, that's the part I don't like talking about. It was the beginning of August 1945, and I got recalled to the U.S. We were both excited that our firstborn was to be born on U.S. soil. Well, that was mostly me. I left and she told me she'd catch up with me once she said goodbye to her parents on some island named Miyajima.
Oh, no.
Oh gosh.
And that's pretty much it. Once I arrived back here, I never heard from her again.
Oh, Benjamin.
Why didn't she show up? Was it something I did?
I am sure that it was not your fault that time, Benjamin.
Thanks, Miss Mayor.
Oh gosh. Yeah, you don't want to know, buddy. You don't want to know. All right, some other time
Maybe
then, eh?
some other time.
Okie dokie.
So I'm guessing we are gonna have his vote.
Nice
I
talking
think
with
this
you,
is what I gotta do, right? I
Benjamin,
gotta
but
make
I have
sure that I
places to
talk with
be.
everybody and make sure I get my votes from everybody. I don't know. All right, hopefully we took care of this situation.
Miss May, stop right there and I'll shoot you.
Wait, what?
You are supposed to say, or I'll shoot you.
What the heck?
Fine.
Wait, why can't I go to the right side? Wait a minute. I'm a little bit confused about this one. Am I supposed to chat with him so that I can keep him distracted,
Pardon
maybe?
the interruption, Benjamin, but I need a minute of your time.
Sure thing. Excuse me, miss. I gotta have a consultation with a governmental type client. You bothering me for a reason, Miss Mayor?
You
I
bother me
never
for a
bother
reason, Miss Mayor?
Where did this hatred for communists come from? Aside from the obvious reasons, that is.
You know what happens to folks who publicly oppose their leaders? They get sick out of nowhere with what they call food poisoning.
Benjamin, you seem to have forgotten where you live. Thanks to Michael, everyone gets food poisoning at least once a month around here.
Well, yeah, but theirs is permanent.
The war is over, Benjamin. It is time to move on.
Communism is like a bear waiting for you to let your guard down, just so it can devour our freedom and piss all over our democracy. Mark my words. The war might be over, but them commies ain't never gonna stop trying to take over the world. If we ain't careful, they'll be running this country faster than you can say borscht.
Это точно.
Это точно. Man, they just cannot figure out that she's a spy, eh?
Something got stuck in my throat.
Oh my gosh. Alright, tell me more about your deployment.
Tell me more about your deployment.
I want to see if
What
I
do you
can keep
wanna
him
know?
busy so I can go to the right side. Did anything happen during your
Did
deployment?
anything interesting happen during your deployment?
Oh boy, you have no idea. I was young and inexperienced when I went there, but
Benjamin, it's been 2 years since the war, and you're over 50.
exact, young and inexperienced. Man, it was an adventure. The food, the fight with the Yakuza, my stint as a sports star.
Interesting. How did you deal with the language barrier? You became a sports star? What? How did that just happen?
Tell me about your encounter with a Yakuza.
Well, I just met this guy who was missing a pinky, so I thought I'd ask how that happened. Maybe he cut it off peeling potatoes or something, you know?
Please tell me you did not ask it literally like that.
I sure did. And he was so furious about it that he even challenged me to an honor duel. And I get it. Honor's important. So I took him up on that.
Of course you did.
I'm pulling your leg, Miss Mayor. I ran the hell out of there.
Benjamin, these people never let go of a grudge, much less over an affront like that. What if they come after you?
No, they never find me here.
Oh gosh. Oh man, that is awesome. This game has so much comedy and just so many
And
conversations.
even if they did, We all look
That
the
you could
same
miss,
to them,
right?
so
You could
I'm
actually
safe.
miss all these funny moments if you don't go through the
You
topics they
became
keep
a
on
sports
talking
star
about.
in Japan during World War II.
Darn right I did. I took the sumo championship by storm.
This guy,
Really,
this guy's
Benjamin?
just lying
Sumo
so
wrestling?
much.
With your build, you couldn't take down a fly.
Yeah? Well, tell that to poor old Couragey chicken. Bastard threw me so hard I nearly hit a plane on the way up.
That does not bring Sports Star to mind, Benjamin.
Yeah, he left it up too. But as the Roman said, gravity favors the brave.
I cannot believe what I am hearing.
Don't believe me? Well, next time you're in Japan, ask about the flying baby gaijin.
That is so
How
funny.
did you deal with the language barrier?
Well, that was a pickle, ain't gonna lie. Despite popular belief, them Japs don't come with subtitles.
I suppose the next thing you are going to tell me is that you actually learned Japanese.
Houshokan wa doku desu ka?
Nice
Oh,
try, but you
okay.
probably read that on a package of noodles.
They said my Japanese was better than my English.
What happened in the Philippines?
We got ambushed and captured by the enemy. Oh, they tried to make us talk, but we showed them that we were not gonna tell them anything. Not because we didn't want to, because we didn't know nothing.
By Roosevelt's Rough Riders. They tortured you?
Torture? Dude, nothing so civilized. No, they took us out of our cages, gave us a cold shower, and suited us up.
Suited you up?
Yeah, those bastards punished us by making us do our own intake paperwork.
Paperwork as a punishment. How interesting.
Interesting? No, ma'am. Had to carve a stamp out of my bunkmate's foot.
Could you not have found a piece of wood or something?
Well, yeah. Why do you think I chose Peg Leg Dave's foot? Don't worry, he's fine. He got a job in the barbecue seat.
Oh, the bureaucracy. Wait, are you talking about David Pierce in accounting? The stamp dancer? What a legend. It was such a shame we lost him to Broadway.
Could you have come up with a better use for your veterans stipend?
Couldn't you have come up with a better use for your veteran stipend than opening a gas station?
Ever since I was a wee lad, it's always been my dream to own an oil refinery. But since that's pretty expensive, a gas station's the next best thing.
Benjamin, this town has a handful of cars. You could have done something better.
Maybe so, but nothing compares to the fresh smell of democracy and freedom that oil emits.
I cannot argue with that. Nice talking with you, Benjamin, but I have places to be.
Y'all
right.
come back now.
So I'm pretty sure I cannot go to right side still. Right?
Miss
Dang
Frank,
it.
You are supposed to say, or I'll shoot you.
I'm
Fine.
curious if I can actually chat with the reporter and maybe get her to keep him busy while I go to right side.
There are some things I would like to ask you, Ms. Peterson.
Oh, if you insist.
Are there any more questions you want to answer, or is your article coming along? How's your article coming along?
Are there...
Now that you mention it, it would be good to get an insider's view. On
Personal
that.
life?
What can you tell me about your relationship with Lincoln Porter, ace of the local airfield?
Who says I have a relationship with Mr. Porter?
Dang it, Ben! Gosh dang it. He's the one that said it.
I cannot confirm nor deny that information.
Oh, well, if he is available, maybe I should ask him out. Perhaps he could take me somewhere special, like the airfield.
She really wants to visit the airfield, eh? Don't fall for her tricks. Assert your dominance. Ignore the question. Sadly encourage her. Or shadily encourage her. And tell her Lincoln won't leave you for her. Assert your dominance.
Try it. You will need a surgeon to remove that tape recorder from your body.
Perhaps he and I could have a private interview session. After dining by candlelight, of course. And perhaps in the cockpit of his plane.
Oh, I've got a cockpit for you right here, you nosy little harpy. I'm gonna...
Oh, why is everyone so hot for that Lincoln fella? I got almost as many teeth.
I got almost as many teeth. I gotta see how that Lincoln fella
This is
looks, to
beneath
be
me.
honest.
Best of luck with your date.
Huh. How's your article coming
How
along?
is your article coming along?
Very well, thank you. I must say, I was really excited when they offered me this piece. It is not every day you meet such a brilliant, charismatic woman who will run the country one day.
Oh, Miss Peterson, I am honored.
But sadly, the mayor of Corona cancelled.
I see.
Mayor Barret, it was only a joke. I am very happy to interview you, of course.
When will the article be published? Tell me, how do you like our little town? Yeah, let's go with that.
Tell me, how do you like our little town?
It's quaint, but it has charm. I think perhaps my favorite thing here is the food at Mike's Diner.
I
What?
apologize. I think I
Okay.
just hallucinated. What did you say?
The meatball butterbrot is to die for.
She really loves the meatballs.
That is not food, Miss Peterson. That is nothing but a struggle against death itself.
I may go for another one later.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Just remember, in case you need it, the hospital is fully equipped to deal with such an emergency.
That's good.
When will the article be published?
As soon as I return to headquarters, I will hand it over to my superiors. They will make sure your town is on the cover of the next Albuquerque Journal.
Excellent. But I believe you said you work for the New Mexico Times.
Oh.
Oh.
I am sorry, I misspoke. Of course, we are an imprint of the Albuquerque Journal. And your town is so wonderfully charming that I think it will make the cover of both publications.
Pressure here.
Then I trust you have a good working relationship with the editor-in-chief, correct? Could you tell me his name, please? I would like to send a gift basket of fine local products to show my appreciation.
Of course. It's Vladimir Feikov.
What? What happened to Ken Parcel? I spoke with him just last week, and he did not say anything about leaving.
He retired. Yes, retired. Very suddenly. We even threw him a surprise party.
I see. The thing is, Ms. Peterson, I just made that name up. The editor-in-chief of the Albuquerque Journal is my good friend, Edwig Minster. He has no plans to retire, hates parties with a passion, and despises cake.
No comment.
Oh, man.
I must know, how
She's
long
such a
are
fake.
you planning to stay?
Not much longer. I'll gather information for a few days, then take the first flight to Moscow.
I beg your pardon.
To Moscow.
Did you say Moscow?
Oh, yes. Moscow, Idaho.
What?
What did you think I meant?
I suppose I thought you might return to Albuquerque. Is that not where your paper is based?
Yes, of course. But I must give a special report in Moscow first. The life of a journalist is very busy.
That will be all for now, Ms. Peterson.
Certainly. I'll be around if you need me.
Now, what I'm noticing, when I remember, of course, I got myself these blank
A
reel
reel
tapes.
of blank tape.
I wonder if I'm supposed to replace them with
Yes,
these ones.
I can already see it. Mayor Barret attempts to bribe reporter with random, unwanted objects.
No.
Great idea.
I was gonna say that I gotta replace it with what she's got there, but maybe we're gonna have to do this after she collects more data, and before she
Political
leaves,
beliefs do people
then we
around
actually do
here
it, right?
typically have?
Every
Interesting.
single one of us is a red-blooded American.
All right, let them do whatever they do here. Let her just try to keep on getting that information from our friend. And in the meantime, let me keep on looking around. Not quite sure exactly what I gotta do next though. We got this thing signed. Do I have to bring that back to the mob stairs, I wonder? Let me check. Man, there's so many conversations you can have in this game. It's crazy. So much. We gotta go to the park. Alright, and there you go, guys.
Gentlemen, I have held up my end of the deal. I trust you know what to do when the time comes.
Look, Mako, she succeeded where you failed. Maybe you could learn something from her.
I would have gotten it done too, if you let me do it my way. Still, thank you, Ms. Barret.
Indeed. May this be a mutually beneficial partnership. I think you will find that all of Rhinoco supports your re-election, Syndica. Before you go, Syndica, there's something we wish to discuss about Delgado Mine.
Ooh,
We would like
what
to
is that?
resume mining operations as soon as
What?
possible.
You are aware that the mine went bust years ago, right? Unless you found something in that mine? Something very old, prehistoric, you might say.
Let us keep this information between the three of us, Syndica. We have already found a buyer for the fossily.
My lips are sealed, Mr. Cooper. In fact, I would be more than happy to expedite any legal paperwork for you. Provided I win the election, of course. On that note, I must return to my campaign duties. Please excuse me.
Man, there has been a lot of conversation, of course, we had to do right here. You
Truly,
didn't have to do it
that is
if
a
you
woman
didn't want it,
worthy
of course,
respect.
but, you know,
Perhaps
we found out a lot of
we
stuff.
could assist her. Mako, I need a list of people in town who have recently passed on. It's time they perform their civic duty.
They're basically
I'll dig
using
up
their
everything
votes.
I can tonight, and have
Sheesh.
a list on your desk tomorrow morning, boss.
It
I mean,
seems
I
that
didn't ask
was
for it.
everything on the agenda for today, and with time to spare.
That was awesome.
Ah, that felt good. What is next on the docket? Petition to open Mayor Barrett's private swimming pool to all residents. Who would ever have the gall to sign their name to such a... Oh, everyone in town signed it. Everyone except me, that is. Rejected.
Wow. Man, she is such a
Proposal.
mean
Expand Mike's
mayor.
Diner to chain. 3 new locations by next year.
Rejected. Sheesh.
Petition from the Vatican. Eliza Barret is engaging in immoral behavior in front of her dependent child. The church frowns on displays of affection such as smooching, gross pet names, and having your weird boyfriend stay over. We insist Eliza Barret join a nunnery immediately to save her soul from eternal damnation.
What?
Oh, offspring.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Well, that is odd. By Lafayette's forgotten legacy. In my enthusiasm, I seem to have worn my stamp flat. Well, I suppose I shall have to reject this last cockamamie proposal later. Oh, I had nearly forgotten to talk to Mr. Huckleberry about the musician's vote. Let us see where he is playing tonight.
Oh, I'm guessing he's playing at the
Touch it, and they will
event,
be
right?
calling you Lefty.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's playing at the event itself. Which, of course, you gotta go to the park to get that one done. Now, this episode, guys, is gonna be a very long one because I will let
Maybe
everything
if
go
I put it
through.
in terms of a
Ooh, look at this
presidential
guy.
race.
No
Eliza
way.
Barret,
Lincoln.
will you be my running mate until the end of time? Lincoln, you are about as romantic as a dirty shoelace. Maybe I'm overthinking this.
Overthinking what, exactly?
Eliza, what are you doing here?
I live here, remember? Are you feeling all right?
No, I mean, yes. I gotta see this through.
See what through?
Eliza Barret, will you please be my co-pilot for as long as we...
Lincoln, we have been over this. I am not changing careers.
Not what I meant. I want to walk you down the...
Lincoln, it is far too late for walks, and I am tired.
Okay, fine, I get it. Look, I literally got a jet. Lapidus made the mistake of eating lunch at Mike's, again. So, now we're down a pilot.
Wait, I thought you were staying the night.
Don't worry, I'll be back in the morning before you even wake up.
I really do not like the idea of you flying at night.
Relax, honey. It's a routine flight, done it a million times.
Ah, so
What
this
could
is his last
possibly go wrong?
flight. This is where they actually crashed.
Have a
I
safe
get it.
trip, okay?
I will. I promise.
Man. Thing is, we still don't know exactly what caused that accident. That's the thing. Alright, but lastly, we gotta make our way, of course, to the event right over here, to the tiki bar. Hey! Oh, this girl again, interviewing everybody. This is great. What? This actually looks really good. We got some fireworks here and everything.
A box of fireworks that was left all day under the burning sun next to a building made of wood. Now, that is what I call fire safety. Good job, Max.
Yeah.
You too, Eliza.
Love you too, Eliza. Can I grab some? Oh, okay. Sure thing. Not sure what I'm gonna do with that, but that's fine, I guess. What is happening here, though?
I have socialized enough for one day.
Oh,
Look, Eliza. She's going to write about my bar. I'll be famous. The sky is the limit.
yeah. You do your own thing, I guess, right?
Mr. Powell, you are a veteran, correct?
That's right.
Ridiculous. A cardboard volcano cannot be following your movements. Stop being paranoid, Eliza.
It actually is watching
Coming
us.
up with the name took us less than 5 minutes. Pronouncing it correctly, however. Well, that took a few hours.
Now, the thing is, I cannot go inside by the looks of it. Huh. So what was the reason of this? I wonder. It feels like I should probably launch the fireworks? Maybe?
Stop! Do not embarrass me in front of the volcano.
What do you mean? You don't want to launch the firework? I guess you don't. In that case, where is the person that I'm supposed to meet? Definitely not here. Not at the school. Alright, hold up. Let me go through here. Oh, what the heck? What is this guy doing? He's the one that I was supposed to meet, right?
Well. If it isn't Mayor Barret. You must be happy now, aren't you?
I am, but I do not understand your little comment.
Amos took my baby girl.
I was not aware you were a parent. Congratulations on the blessed event.
What? No. My guitar, my precious Gibson Electric Blue. And don't act innocent. This has your claw marks all over it.
I had nothing to do with that. Perhaps if you emitted fewer misophonic screeches.
First, you close KGFL. Now, the sheriff illegally seizes my property, making it impossible for me to work.
Yes, Mr. Huckleberry, but look at the bright side. You have so much time now to find a quieter, more productive hobby.
I'll never give up on my dreams. I'm gonna revolutionize music one day. You'll see. You'll all see.
Well, while we are waiting for this musical revolution, may I have a word?
Alright, without your guitar, you have no reason to be hanging around here anymore. Why is that instrument so special to you?
Why is that instrument so special to you?
Since the day my pal Harry Russ brought her to me, she's been my baby girl.
But it is just a guitar.
Just a guitar? No! She means everything to me. She's my world, my life, my soul.
Do you not think it is time to live a more conventional life? A real job, a house, maybe even a partner and child.
Oh yeah? And how did that turn out for you?
Oh gosh. Do not reply.
My point exactly.
Without a guitar, there's no reason for you to be in town?
You have no reason to be hanging around here anymore. Go home, or get a job or something.
I'm on a hunger strike. I'm not moving until I get my baby back.
Well, congratulations on your new lifestyle. Regardless, if you are still here by 6 a.m., you will receive a parking violation.
I don't give a damn. I'm not moving until justice is served.
We'll see about that when Miss Valentine brings her tow truck.
Alright, sorry about that. Had to pick up a phone call. Why do not simply buy a new guitar? Problem solved. It's not that
Why
easy.
do you not simply
The guitar is
buy a
special
new
to him.
guitar? Problem solved.
Monster, demon, devil. How dare you suggest I abandon my baby? What would you do if someone took the most important thing in your life away, huh?
Oh, please. No one could ever take my career from me.
That's not what I meant. Jeez, poor Betty.
Man, the mayor is such an evil person. What the heck?
I can count on your vote, right?
Well, I would.
Why do I feel like there is a but coming?
I feel like I gotta bring
but
back his guitar
you've
to
broken
get the
a lot
vote.
of campaign promises.
Mr. Huckleberry, I can assure you there is absolutely no connection between the promises I have made and their alleged failure to uphold themselves.
Do you even feel bad at all for the people who lost their jobs after you shut down KGFL?
What is that?
Ultimately, the failure of the KGFL was a direct result of poor administration. Town Hall cannot be faulted for allocating its budget to higher priority projects.
Yeah, tell that to my buddies Walter and Frankie. They had to seek work in Corona, Miss Mayor. Corona!
Oh dear, those poor, poor people. May Washington himself have mercy upon their souls.
So, in good conscience, I can't vote for you. Hope you understand.
Wow.
Well, unless
Unless we bring back the
Unless
guitar.
what?
Right?
Unless you help me record
Oh.
my first album.
Never
If you do
mind.
that, you'll get my vote. Deal?
I have no choice but to accept.
How exactly are we gonna do that, though?
How exactly are we going to record your album?
We just need to follow my 4 steps to Rockin' Glory Guide.
Oh, please do enlighten me.
It's easy. First, we need to get my guitar back. Second, we need to find some kind of recording device.
This seems reasonable so far.
Okay, the third step is to get a tape to put in the recording device, so don't forget that.
I already have
Final
that.
And most important step is to mail that baby to my record company.
This seems straightforward enough. I may require further details later on, however.
Remind me how to record your album? I mean, I already
I
kind of
will
like
be on
know
my
what I
way
need to
now.
do.
Hey, Miss Mayor, one question. Why
What's up?
do you hate music so much?
I mean, she hates everything, apparently. Almost
My
in the truth?
auditory nerves are 2 sizes too small, making it impossible for me to enjoy music.
That's it! You're like the Grinch of music.
You're like
If
the
you
Grinch
can't
of
enjoy
music.
it, you'll make it so no one else can. But has
Yep,
it always
so
been
it
this
seems.
way?
No, I contracted this condition right after my offspring's birth.
Booyah! Damn right! I'm a natural-born prankster! I've been messing with Mom since my very first breath.
That reminds me. I still have not punished you for that, have I?
You can't ground me if you can't find me!
Wow. Alright, now the thing is, I do have the tapes, but I still have a couple more things to do apparently right here. Alright, in that case, let me go inside. Let's see if I can find the mayor, another mayor, the sheriff, and chat with him. And look at that. He is the sheriff. None other.
Eliza, what a pleasant surprise.
Good day, Amos. Do you have any crimes to report? I do not want any surprises this close to the election.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Van lost his pet rock, and Mrs. Roberts' cat got stuck in a tree. Again.
Is that really everything?
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Then would you care to explain what that is on the wall behind you?
Oh, man.
This? It's nothing. Just a collage I've been working on.
A collage
Collage.
of wasted time, maybe. You are working on one of those hard-to-explain cases. Admit it.
He is.
Those crafty chipmunks have been quiet for a while, which means they're up to something.
Oh no, not the chipmunks. Anyway, on to more meaningful topics.
Alright, how's life been treating you? Can you explain how you're blowing up the budget this month? And I need you to release a piece of evidence.
I need you to release a piece of evidence. Hank Huckleberry's guitar.
Sure, let me just gift wrap that for you.
Well, that was easy.
It was a joke, Eliza, a joke. And no, you can't have it. It's been confiscated for a reason.
Fine, Amos. Just know one thing. When this is over, I will have that guitar. Just remember that you had the chance to give it willingly.
Sheesh.
How has life been treating you lately, Amos?
I guess everything's okay, I guess.
You said, I guess, twice.
Well, the situation lately has been less than ideal. You know, since...
Since Gloria left you, yes. Look, I did not plan on broaching the subject, but... I think you are focusing on the chipmunks to avoid thinking about your real problems.
Oh, wow, you're almost as observant as my big-shot brother-in-law with his fancy FBI job. Solving real cases.
I seem to have hit a nerve. Well, if you ever would like to talk about it.
Thanks, Eliza. Sorry for getting so heated there. It's good to know I have your shoulder to cry on.
Alright, buddy. Alright. Can you explain how you're blowing the budget?
Care to explain how you are blowing the budget this month?
I don't know what you mean.
No? Then let me ask you in a slightly different way. How many hours of taxpayer-funded work went into constructing this ludicrous monstrosity?
Okay, I'll explain, but get comfy. This is gonna take a while.
Seriously? Then you have better start immediately. On second thought, I have more important things to do. Oh, let's listen, I guess.
Then you had better start immediately.
Why not?
So, this all began with some abandoned packages in the mail. They were addressed to a Mr. McFurry.
McFurry? There is no one in town by that name.
Exactly. McCord noticed these packages had been lying around unclaimed for a while, so he opened one. Know what he found? Nuts. Regular old shelled nuts, he thought. So he ate a few.
I believe that is considered tampering with the mail, officer.
Tampered is right. McCord barely ate 3 of them before he ended up in the hospital. Turns out those innocent-looking nuts were coated in hard drugs.
Oh, that is preposterous. They probably just went bad after sitting around for so long.
Yeah, they went so bad that my deputy thought he was a glass of orange juice for 12 hours. He kept crying, thought someone would try to drink him. Anyway, I contacted my inside guy at the Postal Service. Turns out every one of those packages was sent from the abandoned factory. One night, my postal worker friend calls me. He sounds distressed, wants to meet in person, and won't tell me why. I get to the meeting spot on time, but my contact is already dead. Nothing left but a smear of blood. What I did find was Hamster J. Garrick, right by the bloody patch. I tried to question him, but I can't speak hamster, so I called in my animal communications expert.
Oh, come on. Seriously.
Well, she understood a hell of a lot more than I could. According to her, that rodent had an airtight alibi, so I had to let him go. When I went back to the scene to investigate, I stumbled across a hidden envelope. You won't believe what I found inside. A letter!
Well, what were you expecting? 20 years worth of retroactive Christmas bonus checks?
I wish, but no. Like I said, it was a note. It was only 3 words long. Follow the nuts. The nuts, Eliza! The nuts!
The nuts!
That kind doesn't grow in North America, so I went to ask at customs. That's when I saw it, the huge wooden box. It looked sealed, but it opened easily. There was room for an entire person to fit inside.
What?
Then I found it, the first piece of evidence in this entire case. A can of Chef Mikhail's frikadelki.
Wait, you're telling me Michael had something to do with this?
Well, yes and no. After some investigation, it became apparent. The Mikhail Kodak is Mike's 3rd cousin from the USSR.
But Hamilton's thrown away shot. How big is Michael's family?
That doesn't matter. The important thing is, those chipmunks somehow smuggled a Soviet spy into our country.
Amos, this sounds like absolute hogwash. And even if that is true, it still does not explain your little project here.
What about it?
How does Mao even fit in all this? What does the Black Dahlia have to do with any of this? I see something named CIA there. What is that? Is there something named... Oh yeah, it is CIA involved.
I see something named CIA there. What is that?
Oh, that's a new intelligence agency opening in D.C. next year. I'm not sure exactly why, but it must have something to do with the Chipmunk Menace!
Yes, I am certain the government opened a top-secret organization just so they could investigate your rodent delusions.
Man, this guy.
If there's no evidence, then you have no case, Amos. Stop draining the police budget in pursuit of your imaginary enemies.
I'll stop when their furry butts are behind bars! You're gonna feel real silly when I'm proven right, Eliza.
Imagine this is actually going to be the whole project here of this entire game, right? The chipmunks being behind everything that's happening bad. Give me one good reason not to reduce your budget next fiscal year. Let's go with that.
Give me one good reason not to reduce your budget next fiscal year.
One reason? Heck, I'll give you 3. The Chupavacas, the avian espionage, and the Sasquatch.
The Sasquatch? Come on, no more Sasquatch.
Come on, Amos. We talked about this. No more Sasquatch.
There's about to be a huge breakthrough in the case. The entire Bigfoot community is waiting for the news with bated breath.
Are you sure it was not just some stray camper with an overgrown beard?
No way. They found footprints that definitely belong to a teenage Bigfoot. Right here, by Crystalline Lake.
So, big footprints, but smaller.
Exactly! Isn't that exciting?
Amos, you gullible fool. Those were just regular human footprints.
Classic Bigfoot denial tactic. I won't fall for your government cover-up.
Oh man. Alright, buddy, never mind.
Ah, never mind.
In that case, I can count on you, right?
I can count on you, right?
Of course you can. Wait, for what exactly?
The votes?
You will vote for me, correct?
Oh, that. I don't know, Eliza. I feel like it might be time for a change around here. It might be good for the town if someone younger and a little more in touch took over.
How interesting you say that, Amos. I was just thinking it might be time our chief of police was a bit younger and faster and...
You know what? Change is overrated. Who needs
change anyway?
Glad you came
that
to
is a good
conclusion
turnaround.
on your own.
All right. How do I get that guitar though?
Ex-wife, since you asked, let me give you some relationship advice.
I didn't ask.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
If you face the situation with the right attitude, you can get over any relationship in minutes.
Telling me his fault, Gloria's fault, Joseph's fault, Betty's fault. Deal with it.
You know what? I will let you figure this out on your own.
Figure what out? Come on, Eliza, don't leave me hanging.
Consider it part of the healing process.
Oh man.
Let us talk about something a bit more cheerful.
Couldn't agree more.
All right.
Amos, I will see you later.
Sure thing. You know where to find me.
How do I get my hands on the guitar? That is what we need to figure out though. If I check this, there's no guitar there. Ooh, delivery slots.
Eliza, move one more inch.
That's where the guitar is.
Find you.
Try and stop me.
Oh gosh.
You win this round. But remember, Amos, Eliza Barret always wins.
Alright, so I gotta find a way to get rid of the cop. Oh, what the heck? What is this guy doing here? We have this one as well. The one that Betty got rid of. Deputy McCord.
Oh, let him sleep. Amos is probably running him ragged, hunting cryptids or something equally not worth thinking about.
Deputy mattress. Ooh, do I
It
need a
might be
mattress?
more comfortable than that coffin, but I would rather die than sleep here.
I mean, I did not really want you to sleep there. I just wanted to maybe get the mattress, but apparently I don't
Why
need it.
take anything if I get so much as a blister? A chopper
Okay, let's keep it going. How do I get rid of this guy? Maybe I gotta make him cry.
Hello, Amos.
Maybe. Let's see.
Speaking.
Did not know Gloria's brother was in the FBI.
I did not know Gloria's brother was in the FBI.
Oh, you never heard of Jackson Ortega? The best of the very best the FBI has to offer. Most closed cases in the history of the FBI, living legend Casanova. Has his own column in the food section of the Washington Lamppost.
He sounds like a fine man. I hope you are not considering joining him in the FBI.
Of course not! Damn it, Eliza! You know I can't turn my back on Sheriff Garrett's legacy! I can never leave this town. It needs me.
Amos, as much as I value your dedication to this town, do not get too full of yourself. We can handle a few rodents and the occasional cat stuck in a tree on our own.
Alright, maybe it is time to get over your breakup? Yeah, let's go with this one.
Maybe it is time for you to get over. It has been.
Get over it? Ha! I know she'll come back. She'll realize her mistake and come running straight back into my arms.
I'm sure that's not gonna happen. Let him dream, abandon the topic, make him face reality.
Amos, face the facts. She wanted to leave you so badly, she went back to Cuba. Does that not drive home exactly how over your relationship is?
But...
Case closed, Amos. Time to open a new one.
Ugh.
Amos, I will see you later.
Sure thing. You know where to find me.
I was hoping that I could actually make him cry or something like that, but apparently that did not work.
Amos and McCord need to do their job, and I refuse to go back to waving flags.
Alright, so I gotta find a way to distract Amos, and once I do that, I'm probably gonna be able to get the guitar? What is she doing?
He died without ever acknowledging you as his son, yet you have followed in his footsteps.
He was my father. And whether he thought
What?
so or not, it doesn't make me any less proud of his accomplishments.
Are you sure your mother was correct about your, lineage?
She wouldn't lie about something like that.
And Mr. Coltrane, who raised you and gave you his name, he never said anything either?
No. For some reason, my stepdad didn't talk to me about all my mom's ex-boyfriends. Where's all this coming from, anyway?
Nothing. I just find it surprising how devoted you are to the memory of a man who rejected you. The looks you give Sheriff Garrett's statue. Well, I never even saw you look at Gloria that way.
That statue represents why I fight for this town. And mark my words, Eliza, you may think I'm exaggerating the chipmunk problem, but I have the feeling those furry bastards are gonna be my William Bonney.
This town is too peaceful for all your vigilance, Amos. And honestly, how much damage can chipmunks do?
We'll see about that.
Huh. Maybe that's gonna give me an idea, and I'm
Amos's
actually gonna...
admiration for Sheriff Garrett knows no bounds. That might be of use to me.
Yeah, maybe we gotta figure out how to get Amos here, right? To, kind of like try to go after these chipmunks somehow, so I gotta distract him maybe? I don't know. But you know what, guys? What's gonna happen here is that we're gonna have to end up the episode right here for now. We'll come back in the next one. We're gonna carry on the journey because we've actually played this for about 2 hours. There's a lot of conversations you gotta do in this game, and that is why time flies so fast. But I'm enjoying this because there's a lot of comedy in this game, and there's a lot of kind of like discovery you can do right now, to be honest. Because we're basically kind of like being able right now to kind of like play a little bit in the past to see how everything has evolved in the world. I love it. Really enjoyed this. So of course, as usual, if you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, do make sure you leave a like down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.